Ceremony. This ceremony will be a court of honor to recognize Jenny's graduation from Woodbadge course held back in October here. And during the past 7 months, Jenny's worked to complete her final requirement, which is her ticket, which was a personal pledge to provide service to the scouting program right here in our community and focus on her growth. My name is Ken Wong. I am a Woodbadge recipient. My fellow Woodbadgers, all who wear the Woodbadge, in or out of uniform, come on up here. And just, yeah, right up here. Just stand up here with me. Okay? Since this is a court of honor, Woodbadge court of honor, I now declare this a Woodbadge court of honor in session. Jenny, please come forward. Stand right there. You don't have your wannabes. See, when they went through Woodbadge, they had a different scarf and a different thing, and you know.
It's on a boat somewhere between here and Ohio.
It's supposed to be her wannabes, and part of the ceremony was for us to remove these wannabe symbols. Because today, they're there. Okay? Now, Brenda will help us with the beading ceremony. So all of the items are right there, and as we go through, we can get that right here. Oh, that's it. In the early 1900s, Baden Powell, founder of the Boy Scout program, patterned the Boy Scout program after his military unit, and that's why you see patrols. Okay. He did this to groom young boys to become upstanding citizens and render service, and also learn life skills. He wanted them to become really upstanding citizens. To accomplish his goal, he designed a program, but soon after he designed the program, he discovered that I really need to train my adult leaders. So, he looked for a suitable place to do this. Now, as one of his commissioners, this guy named W. Du Bois McLaren, one of his commissioners, had a parcel of land. He donated this land to Baden Powell specifically for the Boy Scouting program. Now, they named this park Gilwell Park. Today, all Woodbadge training is held at Gilwell Park. When I trained for Woodbadge, Camp Pupukea was renamed Gilwell Park. The lodge was renamed Gilwell Lodge. The hall down there, Gilwell Hall. When Jenny trained, the same thing happened. Camp Pupukea was renamed Gilwell Park, Gilwell Hall, Gilwell Lodge. Okay? And for right now, for this instant, of our beading ceremony, this is now Gilwell Hall. The symbols of Woodbadge are the axe and the log, as well as beads, neckerchief, and the leather wobble. I will explain these symbols so you will better understand Woodbadge. The axe and the log signifies the right of loppage. Now, when King Henry V, fighting with the French in the 100-Year War, he was only able to defeat them after he enlisted the common people to fight in his army. He used them as archers. So, after they won the war, to recognize these guys, he gave them the right of loppage. So as they carried their axe, they were allowed to cut logs off the trees in the royal estates. Nobody else could do that. Only these people that served the king. So, the axe and the log represents the right of loppage, and this privilege is granted only to those people in areas of the place. Special recognition for the 19 men who completed the Woodbadge course. Baden Powell found among his trophies an African necklace, wood beads. Now these were only given to valiant warriors and royalty. Now, a simple leather thong was also given to Baden Powell for good luck. So we combine these two to make up a set of beads. Okay. Now, before I present the beads, I'm going to ask. The slide, I will explain. Present the beads. Okay. Seeking further recognition, Baden-Powell took material from his faded tan uniform shirts, faded for months and years of fighting in personal and fashioned it into scarves. Now, the attached tartan that you see on the neckerchief there is in honor of the McLaren clan. I believe when they first started, he would give them the whole neckerchief, used the tartan material, but then that ran out pretty quick, so he resorted to his tan shirts and recognizing the McLaren clan by putting the tartan on the neckerchief. As I said, W. Du Bois McLaren was the guy that donated Gilwell Park, and as such, we honor him. And that's why every time anybody goes through Woodbadge training, they will do it at Gilwell Park. Wherever they're at, it could be Maui, it could be on the mainland, they'll rename the park Gilwell Park, and you will train there. Okay, you said, we have a special way of putting this thing on. It does different things for us. But by threading the beads through the woggle first, you will never lose your woggle. Okay, and then check this. If you wish, the beads come up. So this woggle or neckerchief slide, Kirk's head, is symbolic of the skills developed during the Woodbadge adventure. Notice it has no beginning, it has no end. This symbolizes the never-ending commitment Woodbadge graduates make to serve youth and others. Now, this Woodbadge candidate not only completed a difficult course where she lived and did much of what the young man would do in his scouting career, all compressed into a one-week course. She also spent the last 7 months fulfilling a self-imposed contract or ticket, benefiting the BSA community. The ticket concept originated in England. During the days of Lord Baden-Powell, it was common for the military to send their men far away from the homeland. When released from that tour of duty, men had to find their way home on their own. So, as a person was approaching retirement age, he would request tours of duty closer to home. This is known as working his ticket. Just as those people of old worked their tickets, Jennifer has worked her ticket back to Gilwell, back home. Okay? All Woodbadgers, Cub Scouts through venture, wear the same regalia. Sometimes the Woodbadger may elect to only wear the beads and save the neckerchief and the woggle for more formal events. Now, I challenge you, Jenny, and all who wear the Woodbadge, to wear your Woodbadge not as a symbol of completed training award, but rather wear the symbol as a permanent reminder you have accepted a very special obligation in scouting. Congratulations. Your fellow Woodbadgers, congratulations.
Thanks, I did it, honey!
With that, I close this court of honor and you may all congratulate.
Yes, the next Woodbadge is in October. If you haven't thought about it, this is a good time to be thinking about it. This is a wonderful training. It's actually a corporate leadership training is basically what it is, but infusing a lot of outdoor activities along with it. It's a week-long camp this time. We go between a week-long and a 2-weekender. And so for those that cannot take the weekend, the whole week off, there's usually 2 weekends that you can do the Woodbadge. But this is actually for everybody, all Scout leaders that are registered. You can attend the Woodbadge, and it's going